Good afternoon. My name is Oscar Seip. I'm the Research Software Community Officer at the Software Sustainability Institute, and I'm running the fellowship program. And today I will talk a little bit about the SSI, which might be familiar to many of you, the fellowship program and the application process. First, the SSI. The Software Sustainability Institute is a national facility in the UK promoting the advancement of software in research since 2010 by cultivating better, more sustainable research software to enable world-class research. The Institute is a collaboration between the universities of Edinburgh, Manchester and Southampton, and we are very proudly supported by all UK research councils. Operating under the motto of better software, better research, the SSI consists of 5 teams. There is a software team, which helps the community to develop software that meets the needs of reliable, reproducible, and reusable research. There is a policy and research team, which collects evidence on and promotes the place of software in research and shares this information with stakeholders. There's a training team, which delivers essential software skills to researchers and partners with institutions, doctoral schools, and the community. And there's also a community team where the fellowship program sits, which develops communities of practice by supporting the right people to understand and address topical issues. And finally, there is a communications and outreach team which exploits our platforms to enable engagement, delivery, and uptake. Now, moving on to the fellowship program. The main goal of the fellowship program is to improve and promote good computational practice across all research disciplines and support those who are doing this important work. The program consists of 4 main elements. There is a newly launched mentorship program, where fellows work with professionally trained mentors to develop their impact and engagement skills, alongside improving their leadership qualities. There's also an aspect of professional development, so fellows can use their budget to attend workshops, courses, conferences, and access a wealth of online resources within the Institute and beyond to further their professional growth. There's also networking. Each year, about 20 fellows are selected, including up to 3 or 4 international participants, and they join a large and active network of over 200 current fellows. And then there's also leadership development. Fellows are encouraged to organize events, workshops, lectures, and seminars to promote best practices within their respective fields. So what are some of the benefits of being an Institute Fellow? We provide you with 4,000 event fund, which you can use to attend, organize events, workshops, etc. And you will also be matched to a mentor who has received formal training in mentor and allyship to improve your impact and develop your leadership qualities. You can participate in study and focus groups organized by the Institute staff and other fellows, and you will also join a dynamic network of fellows, and this is the really important one. That community is really supportive, inspiring, and engaging. And finally, we support you to gain higher visibility within your institution or area of work, which can lead to potential new collaborations and support you in becoming recognized as an ambassador of good practice. Here are some of the eligibility criteria. The fellowship is open to individuals at various career stages, from PhD students and junior professionals to mid-career researchers, professors and RSC leaders. Fellows can be from non-academic backgrounds, including professional services, supporting training, research, or infrastructure, and no formal qualification in software development or software engineering is required. For UK applicants, they must be based or affiliated with a UK institution or office, and for international applicants, they should demonstrate how your plans foster international collaboration or how UK research culture benefits from your unique perspective and or techniques. And the full details are found on our website, and I do encourage you to go to that website because it's got all the information on there. So what are we looking for in applicants? Well, first and foremost, we are looking for those with a passion for software and research. And I've got here, additionally, you could be one of these on this slide, and for the sake of time, I'll pass on this, but have a look on the website as well. In the criteria, these are listed there as well. Potential fellowship activities, they include community engagement, training, event organization, conference participation, community feedback, policy and research, or collaboration with funders. And here are some of the examples of current fellows activities. These relate to sustainable, the impact of research software on the environment, equality and diversity, inclusive initiatives, digital humanities. We've got people that have podcasts, so it's a great variety, and I do encourage you to look again at the website, check out our fellows profiles and see all the things that we have supported. In terms of requirements, the program requires about 8 days a year to engage in win-win activities. We asked you to write a blog post for each supported activity. We give you the opportunity to attend the Fellows 2025 inaugural meeting, take part in the midterm review, and attend the collaboration workshop 2025. There are also regular SSI Fellows community calls, and we ask that you take part in a final survey. But you don't have to take our word for it. The Fellows' self-reported benefits are those of status. Becoming a Fellow enhanced individual status, recognition, and collaboration appeal, while also raising the department's profile. There's professional development, big community networking, again, is really important, and resources. Those are also important things. And here a little bit about previous applications. On average, this year it's going to be a bit more, but on average we get about 60 to 80 applications. 30 go into shortlisting and 20 will be selected. And we have a relative good spread in terms of gender, although that can always be improved, especially from non-binary or those who identify differently. And in career stages, there's also, there's a nice spread, although many fellows are early to mid-career. But we would like to encourage those in more experienced roles to apply as well, because they have a lot of influence when it comes to policy and getting better research practices enacted in the domains and institutions. Here's a slide of sort of the backgrounds, but you can see there is a bias towards certain areas, but if you're not part of that, don't worry, don't be discouraged. We actually believe that the fellowship program has the most impact in underrepresented areas. So do come talk to us. And the other is mostly digital humanities and the arts and humanities as well. Then, very briefly, the application process consists of an application form, a 6-minute voiceover, and we asked that you, on average, talk about for 1 minute who you are professionally, what you plan to do for a minute, and your plans for the fellowship, about 4 minutes. There is an application video guide on the website. I do encourage you to look at that because there are examples of previous successful screencasts. There's also application support you can find on the website. And again, sort of shortlisting criteria on the website as well. I've got them here, but we'll share the slides for you. There's the online selection day information as well. And this is sort of the timeline that I'll leave here. And then I'll round up for that. And I do have to say that I'm here for 3 days, so if you have any questions, come and find me, and I'm very happy to talk through plans or any questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And if you want to see the full version of this talk, there is an online launch webinar that you can find on our website. And that includes also fellows' experiences. That session takes about an hour, so I tried to.
And I think you did a very good job of compressing that there.
Are there any questions? Not yet. So I have to say, so on the website, on the fellowship program, you find shortlisting criteria, you find eligibility criteria. There's a preview of the application form as well. The application support you see, some fellows have very kindly offered their time. So do email us here at fellows-management@software.ac.uk, and we can get you in touch with people who will help you through your application. But we do it through that email so we can make sure that those things are logged appropriately. I have a question. Are costs of CW25 attendance covered for fellows, or are they expected to use that part of the 4,000 event fund for this? That was one of the questions. That also came up in launch webinar, so again, I'm referring to that one. So what we call core activities, including CW25, are covered by us. So they are not coming out of your event budget. What is the frequency of the call for fellows? Yearly. No, it's actually monthly. So it's a regular occurrence. So the whole fellowship takes about 15 months, and the sort of what we call all fellows community calls are really opportunities where people give updates about their research to the others. They talk about what they're doing, and they link to each other. Why a video? Well, actually, it's a good question. It's a good question. I myself, I'm from the art and humanities background. I'm used to writing a paper, and then I submit it, and then they say yes or no. So actually, we found when we switched to the video format that some people who had not been successful previously actually were successful in the video format. So I do have to say that the video, for me, it's a bit of a strange format as well, but it is sort of a little talk. Do have a look at all the previous screencasts of applicants. Don't think about it too much. It's not a big thing. And if it's really, if it's really for some reason not possible for you to do a video, you can still submit a written application. So you just contact us on fellows-management@software.ac.uk, talk to us, and we can arrange that. How strongly do planned activities need to align with the themes for the SSI funding phase? We're sort of trialing that out now, but no, not really. There's no formal criteria for those. There might be, in the end, some where we, if there are fellows with similar plans or similar levels of grading and marking, that we might take that into account, but it's not a formal criterion. And then the question, what sort of things make good fellowship-focused staff for more senior applicants? For more senior applicants, what sort of things make good fellowship focus?
What's a good aligned theme?
For themes, for aligned themes. So there is actually, again, on the website as well in the criteria, a link to the SSI themes and sort of topics that we have. They can be sort of in terms of content, so environmental sustainability, AI, EDIA, those are important themes. And then there are more sort of research software practices, communities development, and things like that.